Hey guys, M13 here. I'm going to tackle this issue for like the 8th time, because every time I bring it up, it's like I try to be as clear as possible, and I still get a lot of people not getting it or just contradicting it out of like stubbornness. I'm going to like try to change people's minds, which is a really difficult thing to do, you know? That's all it is. It's just like people have made up their mind. It's like people make up their mind about a topic, and then no matter what you say, no matter how much evidence you give them, they just won't change their mind, you know, because they've already made up their mind. And it's just like it's just retarded. Like I'd like to think, I hope that I'm somewhat flexible. I'd like to think that if I made up my mind about something and someone showed me some, you know, some really wow. You guys want to see that? I want to see that. Let's go see that. If someone showed me some evidence that was really convincing, that I would change my mind. But it seems like most people just won't. Like for example, and we're not going to cover this topic, so don't close the video, because I know it's a sensitive topic. But for example, 9/11, 9/11. Some people say it was terrorists, and some people say it was the government. And it seems like it doesn't matter how much evidence you had to go one way or the other. If you showed it to the other side, the people that, you know, on the other side of the argument, it wouldn't matter. It would not matter. You know, you could get the president himself saying out loud, yeah, we did it ourselves. It was, you know, you get Bush admitting to it on video, and you could show it to somebody, and somebody who believes it was terrorists, and they would still deny it. I'm gonna, this girl, she looked gorgeous. Question is, does she have water? Is it all Bing Long? Does she have a fridge? Yeah, she doesn't have a fridge or anything. I don't want to eat betel nut, because like, she's selling betel nut, which is like chewing tobacco, and I don't eat that. I don't use that, so it's like, I don't want to buy it. But some of them, they have like fridges inside, and they'll sell drinks and shit too. So I can stop and buy a drink. I have an excuse to stop at those ones. I'm too nice, you know. Like, I know you guys want me to just like stop and make her come out and then just talk to her for a bit, but I'm too nice. I'm just like, I don't want to bother her if I'm not actually going to buy something. We had a guy on my last tour who did that a lot. He would check out free samples. Like, he'd walk into a store and then like, they'd have a bunch of samples, and they're like looking at him expectantly, and he's like, this is good, this one's really good, this is good, okay, bye, and just walk out and not buy anything. And I'm like, you know, like, I can understand if you walk into a store and try a sample and you don't like it, yeah, you don't like it, don't buy it. But if you go in and you like it, then you don't buy it, what's the point in even trying it then? Like, if you had absolutely no intention of buying it, whether you liked it or not, then why would you go in and like, you know, steal their food? The reason they put samples out is so that people could try it to see if they like it, so that they can buy it, not try it, see if they can like it, and yeah, I like it a lot, and just walk away. You know, if that's what's the purpose of samples, they wouldn't even put them in the store. They could just put them out on the fucking street and leave, you know, let's let hobos eat them. Speaking of which, I found, are we off topic? Yeah, I think we are. Well, forget it. The topic was too controversial anyways. The topic was engine braking, you know, and I've covered it so many times, and every time you get all these people that are just adamant. They're just like, the factory told me to take it easy, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to believe them, I'm not going to believe you, because you're just some guy. And it's like, well, it's not me. It's me and thousands of other mechanics. It's pretty much like, first of all, it's every like master mechanic, like racing mechanics, you know, like MotoGP and pretty much any racetrack in the world, where you have go there and ask like the best mechanics that are like around, that do fucking like, they do precision engine tuning and just the, you know, like they're just the shit that your local garage can't do, and ask them, and every single one of them will tell you, yeah, hard braking is the way to go. Hard braking, yeah. As soon as you bought brand new engine, the first thing you should do is fucking thrash it. You know, like every one of them will tell you that. It's just, I've talked to a lot of them. And then on top of that, you got my buddy, the garden snake. He's like second or third best motorcycle vlogger out there, beneath me. Keyword beneath. Fuck you, Jake. He's a mechanic. He's a trained. You know, he's got all the degrees and all that, and he works on his own bikes, and he's done all that, and he'll tell you, and he'll tell you in detail. I'll link to his video in the video description. He'll go through the fucking science of it and the mechanics of it, and explain to you why, yes, if you have a new car, a new pickup truck, a new fucking bus, a new fucking lawnmower, the first thing you should do, the very first thing, is just fucking full throttle through the RPM range, and then let it engine brake to go back down, which wouldn't work on a lawnmower, but you get the drift. Yeah, he'll go through it, and you know, it's just, and it's not even that. You even got videos of them fucking doing it at the shop. There's a video where they're touring the Honda shop, and they take brand new motorcycles, put them on the dynometer, and full throttle through all the you know. And you still get people saying, yeah, I'm not gonna do that, that's gonna break my engine. You're stupid. You go hard on a new engine, that's just stupid. I got the manual right here. The manual says don't go over 4,000 kilometers for the first 200 kilometers, then don't go over 5,000 for the next 200, and 6,000 for the next. That's what I'm doing. Doesn't matter that everybody who's a fucking genius and a master mechanic and all the, you know, like, they all say to do it a different. I'm gonna do what this book tells me. And that book's been saying the same thing for the last 60 years, even though technologies have greatly changed in that time period. Woo! It's just like, okay, I'm gonna trust a guy that writes books over a racing engine builder. A race engine builder. And then you got guys saying, leaving comments, and they're like, and I leave links to the sites that have all the proof and all the scientific studies and whatnot, and they don't check the links, and then they write shit like, well, you know, I don't see any proof, you're just some guy on the internet, you're just some nobody on the internet, I'm not going to believe you over you know, over the factory, over Honda, over Kawasaki, why would I believe you over them? You're just some guy. And it's like, well, why don't you click the fucking links? There is proof. There's a guy who has 100 pistons sitting at, like, well, not 100. He's got about 40 or 50 pistons sitting in front of him, all taken from motorcycles that use the hard braking method. Then he's got like another dozen pistons taken from motorcycles that are broken in easily, and the difference is like, literally like a piston from an engine that did a hard break-in after 20,000 kilometers, it still looks brand new, and a piston taken from an engine that was broken in using the factory method, the method described in the manual, is all like, it has a lot of signs of wear and tear, and it's like, it's, you know, it's got, you know, it's just after 20,000 kilometers. I don't know the specifics. If you want to know the specifics, go to the website. Look at your fucking self before you start writing some retarded comment. If you go to the website, he shows you the pistons, he makes the comparison, he tells you how many kilometers are on both of them, and you can see it's just night and day. Like, it's not even like a little difference. It's retardedly. The difference is actually so big that people just were crying false. They're like, nope, those pistons that you're showing, they're not even used. That's a brand new. You're claiming that piston has 20,000 kilometers on it, and it's from a hard break-in motorcycle, but it's a brand new piston. You're just showing a brand new piston, you troll. And then he had to go in and like put in a note and say, okay, this is the same piston, right? And then you look here, you can see wear and tear, and look here, and if you look under a microscope, you know, if you look with this magnifying glass, you can see here that it has lots of miles on it. And so he had to go back and address the haters to prove that the piston from a hard break-in motorcycle wasn't a brand new piston after a lot of usage, as opposed to a regular piston from a regular motorcycle, because most people do use the factory break-in method, which, you know, which just wears the shit out of your engine. You know, either way, of course, you're still going to get years of use out of your engine. But the difference is like, one engine's going to have an extra 10% of horsepower, and it's going to last longer, and it's going to have less blow-by, and it's going to, you know, it's. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just telling you guys yet again. The correct method to break in an engine is aggressive roll-ons and then engine braking. I can demonstrate it if you'd like. like. So if this was I'll demonstrate it here, it's not a great place, but if this was a brand new motorcycle, you'd bring the RPMs up to, I don't know, about mid-range, and then you'd go full throttle up to about just under red, and then you just lay off the gas and slow back down again to about, and then you go full throttle and lay off the gas. And you just keep doing that, just gunning it and letting off, gunning. You're not supposed to, you're supposed to allow the engine to pull it back, and then you go hard acceleration, and then allow the engine to pull it back. And it helps to go through the gears, to do it through all the gears if you can. But you know, like depending on the motorcycle that you own, that might not be possible, because like with a 1000cc bike, you can't even go high RPMs once you're above second or third gear. Otherwise, you're doing double the speed limit on the highway, and that's in like. Second gear, high RPMs is already like you're doing 50% over the speed limit. Second gear, so the only real way to break in a 1000cc motorcycle with a brand new engine, the only real practical way is on a dynometer. You take it to a shop, they strap it down, and they take it all the way up to like its full top speed, 300 kilometers an hour or whatever, 180 miles an hour on the dyno, full throttle runs. That's the best way to break in an engine. They say you just do something like I forget, it's like 3 to 6 full throttle runs on a dynometer, and that's it. Change your oil, your engine's broken, and none of this 1,000 kilometer bullshit. Anyways, so hopefully this is the last fucking time I ever have to talk about this. I've honestly got like, I don't know, between 4 and 8 videos on this exact topic, but I wanted to keep this one short and to the point. I went off topic a bit, which was hopefully somewhat interesting, but